Michael from Fayetteville, USA asks,
what are some of the differences between Korean students and American/Canadian students? Is there anything that's weirder or different? And what about the school systems? So we thought about this a long time, even long before we got this question, because it's something we're really interested in since we're teachers both in Canada and Korea. So we really saw the differences between the students.
Well, what we noticed is that in North America, it seems like the goal is for students to be a unique person, to like find out who you are, what you're good at, and to become like different than other people. But in the Korean system, it seems like being unique or standing out of the crowd is looked down upon. Instead, you should learn how to be like a really good worker, and you find that out by studying really hard and getting like really good grades.
And in the Korean school system, it seems like they're trying to see who is the best at studying hard, who is the best at memorizing, and who will, as a result, be the best worker.
So don't get us wrong, there are definitely creative students who are like artistic and have different opinions, but they're really strongly in the minority.
So in North America, it seems like you have like an art class or like a sports team or a shop class or something that really fits your personality, and you try to find something that molds into it. In Korea, that's really rarely ever happens.
So it's not that they don't have art class or they don't have sports teams, but it's totally a different approach than North America. So in North America, while you're choosing and fighting hard to get into something that you want to do, that you're good at, in Korea, it's like you should do it, but you don't really have to like it, and you don't really have to have enthusiasm, because really a sports team isn't going to do anything for your career.
Now we see that this has a really big impact on student life in Korea. Students in Korea, their job is to be students. They're studying nonstop. They go to school, they stay until like 4 p.m. and then they go to another after school program. They're studying all the time.
And even for those students that are interested in studying, they just go along with the motions, but they're not getting great grades. Maybe they're sleeping in class, but they're going to school. It's not like they drop out and get a part-time job. That's very, very rare.
While in North America, education isn't really that emphasized. It's more a matter of like socializing. Like you go to school to see your friends, and you go to school for the basketball club. You have your part-time jobs, but education isn't really the main focus as it is here in South Korea.
Now, we're not saying that there aren't hardworking students in North America. Absolutely, of course there are. But the difference is that they usually end up being kind of like socialized as well. Not only are they good at school, they're also a part of a team. Or they have a boyfriend outside of school, or a girlfriend, or they have friends outside of their school. It's not just like only studying nonstop.
While in Korea, it seems like you must study all the time. Now, one interesting thing we've noticed that it seems like South Korean kids are a lot better behaved than North American kids. It seems like South Korean kids are working at school nonstop so hard. They're being pushed by their parents, they're being pushed by their teachers, and they're studying for their university exams, so that when they're finally out of school, they're just like, oh my god, I'm so happy, let me just talk to some friends. While in North America, it seems like kids are really bored. They're not being pushed that hard by their teachers. Their parents don't really have that like big of an impact on their education life as well. So in North America, kids are just like, meh.
And because of that meh, what ends up happening is people end up drinking or being like bored and destructive and like graffiti or like breaking bus shelters. Like we never see that in Korea. It's so bizarre. I've never walked by a Korean pack of boys and been like, I'm worried that they might pick a fight with me for no reason. But sometimes in North America, I'll have that worry. Like bored high school teenagers are gonna break stuff. But it seems like bored high school teenagers in Korea give each other bike rides home. Like you'll see two guys on a bicycle and like one of them's on the back and they're like drinking soda. There seems to be like not a boredom.
Like a group of
know.
like Korean high school boys are like, we're free from class. Let's enjoy this time while we can.
Let's go look at some girls.
Let's look at some girls. I don't know, let's play the PC ball and let's play some games together, but not let's beat somebody up or let's get drunk and destroy stuff. Now, we're not saying that you're going to go to North America and you're going to have high school students beat you up, burn your car down, and get pregnant and do drugs in the process, but it seems that it's a lot more in the minority here in South Korea than what we noticed in North America. Now, altogether, it seems like in North America, they do foster more of a creative atmosphere for students. They let you socialize more and try to discover who you want to be. Sometimes, though, there's a negative byproduct from too much freedom when kids get bored and they wind up becoming destructive with their lives and with other people as a result.
But in Korea, it seems like because they're not socializing as much or like learning the ropes like part-time jobs or through clubs and stuff like that, it seems like they're developed to be more like a worker. And the negative part that can happen is that a lot of people will be like suppressing their personalities or suppressing their uniqueness just to become like a part of like a drone working crowd. And I think that can be really sad. But then the positive byproduct is that you have a society where people aren't like destructive and breaking
they're more
things.
Respectful, and it's a lot safer here.
Yeah. So I think our final conclusion is that we are personally very torn about which system is doing it right. So in Korea, you're fostering like respect for society. People are working hard. They know how to push themselves, and they have a very like innocent, normal high school career. But then on the other side, North America is experiencing like personality. You have love. You have loss.
Freedom, socialization.
Yeah, and it changes who you are. But then the problem is that you don't feel safe all the time there. While in Korea, we feel safe, but then people can feel like repressed and sad. So I don't know. What do you do?
I don't know.
The balance between the two is really difficult. We ought to get something in the middle ground, right?
Hardworking and lack of individuality versus too much individuality and violence. So that's it for this week's TLDR. If there's a question you want us to answer for next TLDR, leave your question in the Google Moderator page.
Or check out the questions already asked. You can vote them up or you can vote them down.
And don't forget to subscribe for more TLDRs.
Yes, because a lot of people don't realize we have 2 different channels for these things.
That's right.
That's
we
right.
have our bonus channel and we have our main channel.
What channel are we on now?
We are on our bonus channel.
We should do something additionally bonus.
Should we make a third channel?
No. Oh.
Is it for Spudgy?
Is Spudgy channel?
I just sleep all day.
Spudgy channel.